Hey everyone, hope you're doing well out there. Hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful life. Today I wanted to talk to you about struggle. Why do you continue to struggle? Why do you continue to face the same challenges and problems over and over and over again? Why does your life seem like things are happening to you? In this video, I'm going to give you the answer to that question, and I'm also going to give you a 3-step solution that you can start implementing into your life so that you can stop facing these same challenges, so you can move forward and move through them and continue on your path of growth and development. So first, I'll give you some brief context as to why I might be an authority on this topic. And I grew up in a really wonderful family. I had a lot of security and I had so much given to me. I was very privileged. And at the same time, I also did not know how to be myself. I did not know how to be comfortable in my skin. And I developed anxiety, severe social anxiety in my formative years around high school. And some things happened that contributed to that. But ultimately, from that anxiety and depression and unsurety with myself, I developed some coping habits. Those coping habits were typically substance-based. I used alcohol, cocaine, opiates, basically whatever I could get my hands on. And although I did have a good time with a lot of those things, they ultimately led me down farther and farther and farther into a depth of darkness that can only be described if you hear the story. So if that's something you're interested in, hearing about that story, go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'm happy to make a video about that and how I moved through that process of addiction. But in today's video, I really want to focus on the 3-step solution to creating more harmony in your life, to learning more deeply from these challenges and struggles, and to ultimately leading a life that you feel confident in, and getting to the place where you feel like no matter what challenges you're presented with, no matter what struggles you're presented with in your life, you'll know how to overcome them with confidence. So the first step has to do with awareness and belief. And that's a very broad topic, so let me distill it down a little bit for you. Think about your life and all the challenges that you've faced. Anytime that you have a challenge, let's think about it like this. Here's you, and you're living your life, and as you're going through your life, you're going around a wheel. Just imagine like a bicycle wheel on a horizontal plane, and you're standing on top of it. And as you're going around, you're moving through your life, all of a sudden, something comes up that gives you a challenge. It's something really hard, whether it's financial, relational, existential, whatever it may be, it's a challenge. And what most people do is they experience that challenge and they wonder, why me? Why is this happening to me? And in order to move through this challenge more effectively, we've got to change our mindset from, why is this happening to me, to, what is this trying to teach me? You see, I found there's always a lesson to be learned through our struggles and challenges. And if you can reframe your mindset from, why is this happening to me, to what can I learn from this? That's essentially the first step. And you're going around the wheel, you confront a challenge, and let's say you don't know what to do with it, so you avoid it, or you sort of try to bypass it, or maybe you try and find some solutions to it, but they don't really work, and you're still stuck with the problem. You're confronting this problem, and it doesn't get resolved all the way, but maybe life goes on, and it isn't a problem for you in the current moment. What's going to happen is you're going to keep going around that wheel, and that same problem is going to come up. What do you do with that problem? Instead of avoiding it or bypassing it or sort of whittling your way through it in an ineffective way, use that mindset recommendation and say, okay, how can I actually solve this problem and how can I overcome it? If you think about it like that, and if you think about, okay, what is this trying to teach me? Eventually, you will resolve the problem, and instead of going around the wheel again, that obstruction will no longer be there, and in fact, it turns into a set of stairs. and you go up the set of stairs and you start going around the wheel again, and then another problem arises. How do you handle that problem? Well, depends on the problem. Maybe you're equipped to handle it, maybe you're not. But regardless, there's a lesson there for you to learn. If you learn those lessons, you're going to keep going up the stairs, and your life goes from being a horizontal circle into an ascending spiral. You keep evolving, you keep learning, you keep growing, and then that problem is resolved. It's no longer something that happened to you. It's no longer something that made you a victim. It's something that gave you empowerment. It's an opportunity to learn something. So that's the first step. Being aware that our problems are not actually something that happens to us, but something that happens for us. They're opportunities for us to learn and grow. The belief part, if you don't believe that that's what it is, this is actually the second step, is changing your belief. Now, I'm aware that it can be difficult to change your beliefs. And so my recommendation for this second step of believing that life happens to you, not for you, believing that your challenges are actually opportunities to grow and to learn, is to get a little playful and, just for the sake of experiment, decide, you know what, I'm going to believe that what Kristian's saying is true, and I'm going to try it out for a while. If you don't believe me and you want to fix your problems and you want to move through your problems and you want to continue to learn and grow, do this little experiment. Decide that the next time you have a problem, or maybe you're going through one right now, you're going to choose to believe that this problem is trying to teach you something, that it's actually a treasure chest. And inside of that treasure chest, it contains the gold of the lesson. Which takes us to step number 3, aligned action. And this is actually the hardest step for people to make. The first 2 steps are easy to conceptualize. Okay, my lesson is an opportunity. If I believe that it's an opportunity, I can move past it and reach the gold at the bottom of the cave and achieve something from it. And I'll no longer be continuing on the same horizontal plane. I'll no longer be playing out those same problems. Taking the aligned action. This means you have to be vigilant within yourself and notice, how did I actually get myself here? Because when we realize that our life's problems are actually opportunities, that puts the responsibility on us to figure out how we got into that problem in the first place. So realizing how you got yourself in the first place, what kind of choices and actions did you take to get yourself here? And then noticing. It takes a vigilant noticing. That's why the first step was awareness. The deeper you can cultivate your awareness, the more you will notice your tendencies and habits that have brought you to this current problem. So you've got to notice what's happening inside of you. You've got to notice the actions that you take that keep bringing you to the same problem. And the aligned action part of it means once you notice how you've been reacting or acting, you can consciously choose to take a different path, or take a different understanding, or seek different help. If you can implement all 3 of these steps, I guarantee you, the next time that you're confronting a problem, you will move through it with more vigor, with more confidence, and ultimately, I truly believe you can move through whatever problems you're being faced with. I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you need help moving through any of this stuff, or just learning how to approach life in this way, I would love to talk to you. I'll leave my email in the description here, and please feel free to send me an email and let's talk further. Anyways, hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'm out here in beautiful Colorado enjoying the nature, enjoying the overcast, and may you continue to move through life your way. May you continue to be authentic and true to you, and may you continue to deepen your awareness so that you can be the best version of yourself. Much love. Talk to you in the next one.